As you may know, September is Suicide Awareness and Prevention Month. Prioritizing our mental health and recognizing the resources that we have at hand is something that we should be doing year-round. We've all heard phrases like, "It's okay not to be okay," or "Don't let the bad days win." But who do you call when the bad days are winning, or when you're not okay? This care card is your in-hand tangible resource to show you just all of the amazing people that you can count on when you're just not okay, or when your bad day is winning. I'm gonna read you the back of the card. It explains why the lotus flower is on there. Lotus flowers commonly symbolize strength and perseverance to overcome the adversities we face. The lush lotus blossoms are simply gorgeous, yet they're rooted in mud and grow in murky, swampy water. As the delicate flower emerges, we're reminded that beauty is possible even in the dark. This card already has 988 listed on it. All of the other petals of the lotus flower are for you to write your personal resources on. You might write your dad and his phone number, or your counselor and their email, or maybe a trusted teacher in the building and their contact information. You could even list a sibling or a friend or an outside therapist, whoever you would lean on in a time of need. Fill out one of these today during the lunch waves. Just remember that you're loved, you matter, and you are enough. You can get through whatever you're going through, and a card like this can help you.
Good morning, Carmel. I'm Caitlin Jabinski. It's 8:05. On Wednesday, students have been unable to change many major settings on their Chromebooks, including password options, background image, and other personalization features that were previously available. You can now see bookmarks again, but to find them, you need to go to the three dots in the top right corner and enable the bookmarks bar. We will keep you informed as the story progresses. The next Diversity and Equity Council meeting will be held Monday, October 2nd in the Multicultural Center after school. Join the Google Classroom using code VR7TIFL. We will be spending the meeting playing a fun game and planning activities for the school year. Snacks will be provided. Get ready for some fun. Global Friends, a club bringing our international and U.S. students together, will be having their next meeting on Tuesday, October 3rd. Games and snacks are on the agenda. Join the Google Classroom with code IMCX4PM. Attention all Mu Alpha Theta members. The next meeting will take place on Tuesday, October 3rd in the Welcome Center at 7:30 a.m. Attendance is mandatory. Please see Mr. Rank in room 801 before the meeting if you are unable to attend. Next up is a video on the homecoming game of 2003, 3 interviews with Liam Brown, a video on CDN's Dream Job competition, and a video from the CDN intro class.
2023 marks the 20th anniversary of Carmel Catholic's only state championship football team. Not only will they be honored at the homecoming game this Friday night against St. Viator, but also the offensive linebacker coach for that team, Mr. Michael Fitzgibbons, will also be inducted into the Carmel Catholic Corsairs Athletic Hall of Fame. Though it was no easy path for the Corsairs to get to the championship game, as they had to take on a lot of tough teams that were on their path along the way. They took on Notre Dame of Niles in the first round, Crystal Lake South in the second, Rockford Bowling in the quarterfinal, and finally Manuka to get to the championship game. game. But their first play of the game was an excellent play-action pass out to Simmons, who dived into the end zone for the touchdown and tied it up at 7-all. And they did a run play to make it 14-7, and they did another run play here, which made it 19-7, although Bloomington would score again and make it 19-14 at the half. Then they did an excellent job here of going up through the middle and diving in, just barely getting in for the score. Then on this play, they did an excellent job of locating the ball down off the kickoff, going off to the sideline. Corsair's return team did a great job of setting the blocks up as he sprawled all the way out, kept going down the sideline and dashed into the end zone for a 91-yard kickoff return touchdown. This would then make the score 32-26. But that's not all. The Corsairs kept going as they had a play action again up to the tight end. He gets up and comes down with it for the touchdown. As it was an excellent job by the Corsairs as they keep on trucking here, and they do another counter play straight up the middle into the end zone for the score, and they'll do another one, which will be the exclamation part on this victory, as the final score will be 54-26 as they hoist up that 2003 Class 6A State Football Championship trophy.
Welcome back. We're now joined by Mr. Fitzgibbons, who's joined the Hall of Fame. So, Mr. Fitzgibbons, we know you have a lot of family who went to Carmel. Can you run us through the relationships to Carmel with your family?
I can, Liam, and it sounds like you're talking really fast. Do we got a certain amount of time and then we got to get off? Because, there are 5 students outside in the library, Emerson, Carissa, Juliana, Adeline, and Olivia, and they've asked me to talk as much as I can to go through my entire career so we go into first period. And I'm sure everybody wants me to go through first period because a lot of people are thinking, hey, no first period today. Let Mr. Fitzgibbons talk. So I started here in 1976. So let's go through every one of my years. I started in 1976, and then I finished in 2020. Should I go through every year? I'm kidding. Okay, so anyway, yes, my wife and all 7 of her siblings went here. And then my 3 children graduated from here. And I have 10 nephews and nieces. A couple of them are still in the building right now. Oh, yeah, that are in this building. I'm not going to embarrass them because right now, if I said their names, they would never speak to me again. Oh. And I'd be off the Christmas list and I wouldn't get a cool gift. Wait, I've never got a cool gift from either one of them. But whatever. Okay, so
he's coming after you, I guess. But you were part of the 03 state run. Can you run us through that?
The 03 state run. So by the way, he said I was joining. I'm joining the Hall of Fame. You don't join the Hall of Fame. If we had joined the Hall of Fame, I would have joined a long time ago. In 1990, I would have said, "Hey, put me in. I want to join." But they didn't let me do that, so they told me I was in. And it's good that I did all those things, and then, you want to talk about 2003 when I wasn't the head coach and we won the state championship. I'm kidding you. 2003 was a magical dream year. The guys on the team were amazing. Every coach that was on the staff looked forward to going out to practice every day, and I mean it. We had a riot, and you know what? Every time we showed up, we were the best team on the field. We had the best players. Great coaches. Andy Biddle was terrific, and he ran a great staff, and he gave everybody the freedom to be the kind of coaches they were, and they were great coaches. Some are still in this building. Mr. Berg is still running the hall. Well, he couldn't run anymore, but I mean, he's walking the hallways, and there's such great people even today, and they're coming back tonight, and as well they should. They're always going to be special people on this campus. What a great run that was.
So you said you started here in 1976. Do you have a favorite memory from Carmel other than winning state?
My favorite memory from Carmel isn't winning state. So that's of course on the list. But I did tell you that I had 3 children go here, and so all of them graduating from here are the 3 biggest moments. And then my daughter got married in the St. Titus Brandsman Chapel, and after graduation, that was one of my great moments here too. So, lots of great moments.
So you're being inducted into the Hall of Fame tonight at the football game. What does making the Hall of Fame mean to you?
It's a great honor. You think about. I didn't think about or haven't thought about back in the days, but made me think in the last couple of weeks about the mid-'70s, what it was like here, and then you go back and I think about some of the great people who influenced me along the way, and then all all the absolute fun, and especially working with some of the great people that I was able to work with in terms of other coaches and just, wonderful Carmel people like students. And I don't want to say the word kids. I always say kids. If I talk about the people I worked with, like for instance, when I was head football coach, or when I was a freshman wrestling coach in 1976 and 77, let's say. How old are those people? I'm not going to say. I worked with all those great kids. I worked with great people, and they were great student athletes, and it was so much fun.
Thank you for coming on. When we come back, we have Tori French and Davion Reynolds to talk about football.
Well, wait. I'm supposed to talk in through first period. I have other things to say. Mr. Paisley didn't want me to stop talking. He wants me to go through the entire...
Week 5 of the 2023 college football season has a lot of action-packed games and has 4 top 25 matchups this week, featuring number 10 Utah at number 19 Oregon State tonight at 8 on FS1, and number 24 Kansas at number 3 Texas at 2:30 on ABC tomorrow as well. Number 13 LSU at number 20 Ole Miss at 5 on ESPN, and number 11 Notre Dame at number 17 Duke tomorrow night at 6:30 on ABC. This matchup will also be previewed from Duke's campus at 8 to 11 a.m. tomorrow morning on a college football pregame show called College Game Day on ESPN. It is a great week full of a lot of great games. I hope you all decide to watch them all this weekend.
Welcome back. We're now joined by Tori French and Davion Reynolds to talk about the homecoming football game tonight. So it's St. Viator. What does the rivalry mean to you, especially as the homecoming game? Throwback to last year real quick. You guys ruined their homecoming at their field.
Just homecoming game in general right now is really, it means a lot right now, especially to I know all the seniors, because we haven't won a single homecoming all years that we've been here. So we're really going to change that tonight. We're going to come out, play fast and hard, and it's just a Viator rivalry game, so it's got to be an upset.
So how has the team come together this week in seasons, throughout gaining connection and coming together?
So throughout this week, we had a really good, tough, focused week of practice. We're laying out all the details. Coaches did a really good job this week. And then players, on top of that, we stayed after practice, got a lot of extra work in, going through film sessions during our lunchtime. So it's definitely we definitely came. I feel like we're more firm as a team this week, and we're not taking no more losses. We're ready to come out strong.
All right, tough loss to Mount Carmel last week. How big is a bounce back win versus St. Viator?
Really, it means a lot. You got to get that momentum back in the season that we had in the start. Once you get that momentum back, you can't take it away from us because we're such a powerful team.
All right, so St. Viator is obviously a conference game. How big is each conference game at this point in the season?
It's really just a matter of winning the conference so that we can be in good position in the playoffs when the playoffs first come out. Good seeding. We don't want to end up on the low side of the bracket. So winning our conference will, 1, be great just because we won our conference, and 2, it's good for playoff terms.
All right, thanks, guys. When we come back, we'll have the student section leaders.
2004, and ESPN launched Dream Job, a show similar to America's Got Talent where hundreds of people tried out in hopes to become the next anchor for their show, SportsCenter. Taking heavy inspiration, CDN will be blatantly ripping off this idea in hopes to find 4 anchors or anchoring teams of 2 to host our daily show. Just about anyone is eligible to sign up, and you can choose to fly solo or pick a buddy you'd like to host with and try out. Contestants will submit a short video, up to 1 minute in length, on who you are, why you should be considered, and what you could bring to CDN via a form that will be sent out in the near future. We will select 8 finalists, and those finalists will compete in a weekly set of rounds where you'll be expected to anchor, interview, and work with a team to create a filmed and edited piece for CDN. Your teams will be selected at random. The student body will vote for the top 4 finalists, and those winners will be announced on CDN. Stay tuned for CDN's very own Dream Job.
Welcome back. We're now joined by...
No, wait.
It's game day, baby! Let's go! Where's the mic? It's game day! Sorry.
All right.
Sit down, Mid-Cow.
So, as you could guess, it's probably game day. I'm not 100% sure, but...
It's game day.
It is? All right.
It's game day.
All right, we're getting some hints here, but what's the theme for tonight?
So the theme tonight is Safari theme. Obviously, tonight's our homecoming game against St. Viator. Doesn't get much better than that. Be there at 7:30 with your best Safari gear, baby. Let's go!
All right, so the Corsair Walk, is there any changes to that this week?
So yes, there is a change. It's serious talk, y'all. So instead of like waterfalling, instead of it being seniors, juniors, sophomores, freshmen, it's gonna be seniors, juniors, sophomores, freshmen at the top, and then we're just gonna collide together instead of having a waterfall. So it's not as collided as it usually is. So yeah, make sure you do it, or else. That's right. Or else.
All right. Oh, you want to say something, Keely?
Oh wait, I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Okay. So, game tonight, 7:30. Be there. Safari theme versus St. Viator. CDN will be right back.
Portillo's is greatness. Striving to be the best I can be for my future is important to me. Portillo's gives me the space and the drive to become the best version of me that I've always dreamt of.
Welcome back. Would you like to practice your Spanish conversational skills? How about being immersed in Spanish while playing Mario Kart? Are you up for the challenge of communicating in Spanish and refraining from English while gaming? Then come to Spanish Language Club's Mario Kart event. All levels of Spanish are welcome, but they will only be speaking in Spanish. Students, faculty, and staff are all welcome. The event is on Monday, October 2nd at 2:15 p.m. in room 209, sponsored by Spanish Language Club. Finally, this morning, college visits for next week include the University of Notre Dame, Boston College, Michigan Technical University, Iowa State University, and the University of Chicago. As a reminder, these visits are only open to juniors and seniors, and you must sign up and confirm this with the teacher whose class you are missing 24 hours in advance. My name is Caitlin Drabinski. Have a flip-tastic Friday, Carmel.